Righto you lot, let's get going on this. I've got to get this chainsaw up and running because I've got to cut some wood. The last time I used it I didn't clean it out, so we got debris all over the place. Bits of wood stuck in all little orifices. The chain had gone rusty. I gave it to my dad, he sharpened it up and he's put it in some oil. There's not a lot of oil in there now, but he put it in a bit of oil, trying to lubricate it a little bit. What we got here? This needs a clean outlet all around there, it's all full up. And the bar had gone also rusty. That's because what happened was where I got a leaky roof in there where I was keeping it, it was dripping down on the chainsaw and it made it all gone wet and soggy. When I picked it up, I was like, sounds like there's water in it. I tipped it up and the water come out. It all went in the air filter because it must be not sealing properly around there. So we've got a wet engine and we've got a wet, everything's just wet. So this will be a wet cold start when we eventually get it running. It'll be a wet cold start and yeah, revitalised. So let's get going. I've got my gloves on because my hands are getting quite bad at the minute for some reason. Or too much, you know, they get wet too much and the stuff will crack up and it's quite painful, man. So anyway, let's get rid of all this. Now I'm not going to fire, I haven't got a compressor at the minute because I just don't like where it is, you know. If you've ever seen a compressor go, when they blow up, they bloody go. They're like bombs, man, compressors. And where it is, it was under me bench, right near me legs, you know. And it's quite a large compressor, man. If that was, I know it's a new one, but if that was to go, that would wipe me out, man. Not only I'll probably go deaf, it'd wipe me legs out. It'd be a disaster, and I just don't like it. I mean, everybody works near compressors all the time, don't they? You know, and you don't think about that until you see one go. I see one go a few months ago, and it reminded me. I've seen them go before, but that reminded me, man, that don't be complacent. You know, that's what it reminded me of. Just I'm a little bit complacent with that. What is that? Is that a piece of? Okay, I thought that was a bit of spring or something, but it's not. Anyway, got a little brush. We'll clean all this out. I would ideally like to use the compressor, but I haven't. And I haven't got any brake cleaner either. I've run out of brake cleaner. So I'm just using this paintbrush. I was using it to paint, but it's the only brush I've got. So it's going to have a multi-purpose. Clean all that out. And we'll have a look around here. We'll put it all together and then we'll get it to run once we've got it all together. This chainsaw has a small habit of overheating. I'm not surprised with the amount of stuff that was jammed up in there. Probably didn't help. Right, you can see where it all got wet. It's all gone, it's all started to corrode around there where it's all getting wet, where all the water was dripping in it. Hopefully that's petrol in now. So let's get this back together. So I don't know what way the bar was. The bearing in the bar is quite bad. That ain't the best. I don't know what way round it was actually. But so I can't, you know, if I knew what way round it was I could have flipped it. I don't know what way round it was, so I'll just put it on a way, whatever way. Whatever way works will be the way that it goes on. Let's have a look at this chain. Let's see what the deal is with this chain. Apparently I took the chain off and gave it to him, and I didn't take any notice of what it was actually like. I just took it off. To me it's a little bit rusty, I mean that's alright. This is a genuine steel chain, by the way. proper one, not one of those crappy Chinese ones you can get that don't do anything. If I can unravel the bloody thing, we'll look into it. There we go, there's one off. Right, so we've got the chain on. It's a little bit dicky. It's a little bit more tight now, I know that. But it's something not quite right with the band on the brake. Got a screw missing out there as well. That's not good. But we'll get it going. Right, we've got to try and get it started next. I tell you what, one thing I've got to do actually is get out the because in here is probably really bad oil, because it had in it a mixture of different oils that are kind of mixed up. So we'll get that out if there's any left. None left. So that's a good sign. I've got some oil. I've just got the generics, you know, cheap stuff. Biodegradable chainsaw oil. So we'll stick a bit of that in. See what we can come up with. Might need to get a little bit of a funnel. We might be alright. Let's get a funnel. Have we got a little funnel somewhere? There we go, little funnel. Stick that in there. Fill this up. Make sure we've got plenty of chain oil. I tried to unblock the little oiler hole, because the little oiler hole was very blocked up with dust, wood dust, sawdust, but hopefully it's not blocked anymore. That probably contributed as to why the chain went rusty, to be honest with you. The amount of cutting I've got to do is quite a bit. I've got to do quite a bit of cutting. So, gotta hope that it's going to oil alright. If not, it ain't the end of the world. I'll just have to get an oil can and oil the chain every now and again. Do the same job, doesn't it? I'm getting full up now. One more funnel full and I'd say that'll probably be full. Did want to paint this work surface, but I ain't about to do that now. Got oil all over it. Right. So that's that. That's the oil done. Don't need that anymore. Put that in the cupboard. Now we've got to try and get it started up. We've got petrol, we know that. Choke out, and away we go. Brake on, I think. Actually, let's move over to the floor because it'll be easier. Righto, you lot. This chainsaw, this one, it likes a bit of engine start or something in it. It likes a bit of something. It's a bit temperamental, so we'll see how it goes. Don't forget that it has had water in it. Quite a lot of water in it. Let's tighten up that chain quick, that's very loose. That's better. It has had a lot of water in it, it all dripped out, but I think I've got most of it out just by letting it drip out, so I might need to even clean the plug, who knows. Ah, throttle's gone now, look. Got no throttle. Typical, isn't it? It's always when you need to do something, things break. Right, so let's see what we've got here. Let's take off this top, and we should be able to get to the throttle hopefully. If we can get to the throttle linkage from here, we'll be well away. Is there another screw? Oh, I've got one more screw. It's done well with this chainsaw, really. It's come from 1984. Probably had a lot of abuse, the people who had it before I got hold of it. Right, there we go. What's that? Oh, okay. There we go, look. The plastic. It's like a little plastic throttle lever. Snapped off. Completely snapped. So that's why we've got no throttle. Choke still works. Right, there we go, a little bit of plastic, that's the throttle. That was, can you see that in there? A little bit of move, that's the trigger. And you see where it used to be connected. It snapped off completely. So, I have absolutely got no chance whatsoever of finding, I wouldn't have thought, a throttle. What would you call this? Linkage, I suppose. It's linkage, isn't it? Throttle linkage for one of these chainsaws now. I mean, this is from 1984, and I can't imagine there'll be any spare parts lying around for this. Not one of these anyway. I'm going to try, but my other option is just glue. My other option is just to get the old super glue out, give that a proper clean up, because you can get super glue that works in oily environments, can't you? I'll give that a proper clean up, and I have to try and glue it back on. And the thing is, I don't know how long it'll hold. It's a shame. At least they give me a chance to give all this a bit of a clean out, all inside here that probably needed to be done. Oh well, let's put a sharp end to that, isn't it? I was quite excited about that as well. A nice bit of cutting. I love chainsawing. I love just cutting things with chainsaws, and I was really excited because I've got a fair bit to do. But oh well, never mind. So I'm just having a look on eBay. I was trying to find a throttle linkage, but I come across a chainsaw. It's very local to me. The description says the chain got stuck in a log and they couldn't fix it. But what's wrong with it, I don't know. It doesn't say what's actually wrong with it. I can't see anything broken. Can you? That buzzing, by the way, is that charger, in case that's annoying you. I'm charging up a battery. So if the buzzing's annoying you, I'm sorry. But I can't see what's actually wrong with it. So I've sent him a message to say, like, you know, what's actually wrong with it. I can come pick it up today. If it's nothing too bad. But he says he can't fix it himself. And if he's got a chainsaw, he's got to be fairly mechanically minded, I should imagine. And if he couldn't fix it, that probably means it's something quite, you know, bad. But we'll find out. If he comes back to me and says, you know, I don't know what's wrong with it, it just won't, the chain won't turn or something, it could be something to do with the little clutch. But he's, don't know, I can't see anything broken. Anyway, I might have a message back. If he messages me back, it's very local to me, I can get there in sort of 10 minutes, so I'll probably go and get that if it's not too bad, and then we'll have a working chainsaw, hopefully, if I can get that going. And then we can do a bit of cutting. Because I've got to do that bit of wood I've got to cut. That bit of wood I got cut from my dad, bless him, and he's marked it out and everything for me, and I've been meaning to do it. I've been trying to do it for months, but I ain't had a working chainsaw. Now I've got a working chainsaw with the chain and everything, the bloody throttle snapped, so if it means I've got to go and buy another chainsaw to do that for him, that's what I'll have to do. Got one. Off we go to go and get it. Hopefully it's a good one. Alright, so a short trip down the road and I'm back, and I've got it's a Husqvarna 236 X-Torque. Don't know if that'll say when it was made. 2018, is that when it's made? Not sure. Oh, I'm not even looking at it. Looking at it with my eyes, but not you lot. We'll have a look at it in detail at some point. Now, he gave me a bottle of two-stroke oil, a bottle of chain oil, which is ironic because I've only just gone out and bought that other bottle of oil, especially for the chainsaw, but never mind, got a bottle of chain oil now as well. And he gave me a can of petrol. This is my can. He wanted to keep his can, but he put the petrol in my can. So I've got nearly a full can of pre-mixed petrol as well to go with it. I've got the tool, the generic tool that you get, and this is the other part of it. Now, the trouble with it, he said, was that he's got a log burner, so he cuts down the odd tree every now and again. And he got stuck in a log one day, and he never actually said why he took it apart. He said it got stuck in a log, the chain got stuck in a log, and then he took it apart, but he couldn't put it back together again. Now why, if the chain's stuck in the log, why you'd have to take it apart, I don't know. And the only thing I'm thinking is perhaps he doesn't mean the chain got stuck in a log, perhaps he means a piece of log got wedged in there and jammed the chain up. That's why he had to take the cover off in order to get that out. And now he was saying he couldn't put the cover back on because it wouldn't line up properly. He couldn't get that to line up in there and it kept popping out, so he gave up. That was his explanation, that was his reason for it not working, but we'll find out. So I'll do that in another video. That'll be the next one coming, trying to get this one going, and then I can do the bit of work for my poor dad. I always feel bad, you know, like when someone asks you to do something and you're like, yeah I can do that, no problem, but then you don't, and a bit of time goes by and they say again, oh, do you reckon you can do that? Oh yeah, I'll do that. But then life happens, things happen. That's what keeps happening every time my mum or dad asks me to do something. other stuff gets in the way, and then somebody else will ask me to do something, but that'll be a very easy thing to do, so I'd help them out. And then my poor mum and dad are like, why do you help everybody else but never us? But it's always every time they ask me to do things, like when they ask me to do a bit of strimming for them, the strimmer breaks, you know, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it because the strimmer's broken. And they're like, yeah, the strimmer's broken. It's always, it makes me feel so guilty. But anyway, that chainsaw's broken. I'm going to try and fix that. But anyway, next video, we'll be getting that going. I'll catch you later, you lot. All the best.